My 32 male girlfriend, 32 female, puts her phone on Do Not Disturb when she's home. Hi all. I'm unsure whether she's just being considerate or it's something a little more nefarious. We live together and work opposite schedules. I've noticed her be quite secretive with her phone, intentionally angles screen away from my gaze, etc. while we're in the same room, and occasionally, while in the midst of typing, if I enter the room, she'll lock and drop her phone the second she notices me. I mentioned this to her and her reply was that she doesn't want to distract me with her screen while I'm doing other things, watching TV, on my laptop, reading, etc. I accepted that answer and didn't press any further because I want to trust her. Which leads me to this: in the past week or two, I have noticed that her notifications are silenced as soon as she arrives home from work. In our message thread it says, blank, has their notifications silenced, and when I leave for work in the morning, Do Not Disturb is turned off before I'm even out of the driveway. Is this suspicious? How do I gently bring it up? Help pp. Hi. Married woman over here. I put my phone on DND when I get home also. Hell, I don't even touch my phone when I'm home, but I'm definitely not cheating. It's just something I got used to while we were dating in order to get quality time without the constant notifications and phone call from my friends and family. I'm not saying she's the same, but have you tried looking at it from that perspective? I'm really funny about my phone. It's never on DND, but if I was scrolling Reddit or typing a comment and my husband came in, I will exit out immediately. I couldn't even tell you why I do it. I'm not cheating. But then I've always been like this. Some people just feel weird having someone over their shoulder, so the angling is just instinct. The locking phone and DND could be just her making sure she pays full attention to you once you're here. I know I also drop my phone if someone's around, so I'm not being rude. DND is not nearly as suspicious as the other behavior. 1. Hiding it. 2. Dropping it if you're around. 3. Preventing you from being able to see the screen. That's all in the cheater's handbook, and all things my ex did when he was cheating. Married woman. My phone has been on DND and silent since 2009. I hate when my phone makes noise as I see it as being disturbing to others around me. I barely use it as an alarm clock. I wouldn't see anything weird by it, but I'm also not your wife. If she comes home and switches it, it's probably because she doesn't want it going off all night. It gets annoying. 24F, 24M. My boyfriend's coworker has been cooking him lunch every day. I recently checked my boyfriend's iPad because of intuition and saw some exchanges between him and a coworker. I saw that she preps his lunch every day for work. He stopped asking me to make stuff for him and told me he's fine with his fruit and little snack until he comes home. He works 8 hours. Last night I made dinner and there were leftovers, and I told him he had lunch to take with him, and he turned it down and said he's okay. I made a joke about it, asking what's changed, and he nervously laughed and said, "Oh, I just found some oats in my job." Meanwhile, the last time he took a meal to work, he complained how they didn't even have silverware, so I'm sure they don't have oats. I'm not sure if I'm being irrational, but something just isn't right to me. Tell him you checked his iPad and saw where his coworker was preparing his lunches, and why he didn't tell you he was getting his lunches at work. Does this woman know he's got a girlfriend? Echoing everyone else, he's lying because he knows he's doing something shady. Considering he's intentionally lying to you shows this is not innocent. If it were, he wouldn't continuously build on this lie mountain he's created. I'd say, the fact that you've continuously layered lie after lie on me shows your relationship with your lunch lady isn't innocent. Let's not insult my intelligence anymore and just tell me your true intentions there so we can get on with whatever I need to do. If he feels he has to lie, then something is wrong. If he can freely lie, then there's more continuous lies coming. He can't be trusted. Nah, he a liar. Another woman making him food already crossing boundaries. Let him know you know about his lying and who's this coworker. 19 female, 20 male. I need help being kinder to my boyfriend. I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for a year now. For some time I've struggled with lashing out at him over the smallest things that do not matter whatsoever and just being irritable with him in general. This is my first real serious relationship, and his as well. I love him very much and I want to be better. He doesn't deserve any of the mean comments, outbursts, etc. I lash out at him and I do not know why. Does anybody have any advice on how to better myself and how to be kinder to him? Or even why I would be lashing out without knowing why. Too long did not read. I'm mean to my boyfriend and I don't know why. I want to be a better person for him. I get incredibly annoyed about everything all the time. I've found if I vocalize why I am truly upset in a situation so we can talk about it, it helps. Like, I'm getting really frustrated that you're talking to me about this when it's your turn to do the laundry and you haven't done it yet. Instead of, I don't give a shit about Star Wars. I try to get to the root of why something he's doing is bothering me, and it's very rarely the thing itself. Except when he walks around the house loudly singing the one line of a song he knows over and over. That's objectively annoying. I also practice some deep breathing and physically removing myself from his presence if I think I'm about to wig out. Not storming away but saying, I'm not mad, I'm just going to take a minute to collect my thoughts. You need to talk to a specialized therapist and unpack your anger issues. Right now your boyfriend is in an abusive and toxic relationship. Y'all are both young and this could ruin his and your mental health. It seems like you're wondering why you lash out at him, and strangers on Reddit won't be able to tell you why. Anger issues stem from somewhere. Talk to a therapist so you can figure out what happened to you, and after you do that, then you will have to spend years unpacking those issues. Then once you become a kinder person, that's when y'all should consider dating. But as for now, get therapy. If you're having trouble emotionally regulating to the point you are being abusive to your partner, and yes, what you have described as emotional, verbal abuse, then perhaps you aren't mature enough for a relationship. Do the right thing and break up. Work on yourself while being single. He should not be a casualty of your personal growth. I can highly recommend Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Very good on how to express needs in a gentle way. It's great you're figuring this out at such a young age. I had some issues like this as well, and for me it all stemmed from anxiety. Therapy helped me out a lot, as well as SSRIs. Good luck. Girlfriend, F22. Hinting marriage to me, M22, already. So my girlfriend and I have been dating for 5 months now and had known each other prior for a little while too. Our relationship is really good and we are very, very close. She has been over the past couple of weeks been hinting at marriage, making jokes about proposals and asking, if your limbs are all working, why haven't you proposed just yet? I took it as a joke first, but now I think she may be serious as she brings it up quite a bit. She has also told me that her goals are to get married and have children in future. Which I am fine with as they are my goals too, but is she moving a little too fast? I hear your hints about marriage and I want to make sure we're on the same page. I do want marriage and family someday, but 5 months into dating is way too soon to consider marriage. It's not something I want to rush into. Marriage is still at least a few years away. I don't want to get married before I'm, insert whatever age you're comfortable with. Everyone is different. I proposed to my wife after 8 months. Should have done it sooner. No regrets 20+ years later. But I knew she was the one. If you aren't ready, you aren't ready. Op. Don't let anyone give you the rush towards marriage if you aren't ready. Hard to say. The quality of your relationship is a better indicator. I've known people who got married after 5 years and were divorced within 2. I've known people who got married after 8 months and it took them 12 years to get divorced. Turn it around on her. Tell her that you will ask her in your own sweet time, but if she wants to propose, then she can do so. Personally, it took me 5 years to propose to my wife, started talking about at the 4-year mark, and we've been married 31 years this year. She's still the most beautiful woman on this planet. Yes, she is. You need to let her know that you like her, but her talking about marriage is making you uncomfortable. Make sure that you are using condoms so there is no accidental pregnancy. 5 months? Maybe a proposal at a year and 5 months. Even then, that's still short.